Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about Klipsch subwoofers, specifically the 15-inch subwoofers R-115SW and SPL-150. Okay, the R-115SW is essentially the same thing as the SPL-150 other than the cabinet being different, and here you can see the two different designs. The R-115 was created around 2014-15. And the SPL-150 is created in 2018, an update from the old one. But really, the amps are almost the same other than a glitch in the amp that they revised. The older amps would usually fry because of a hot resistor, and they changed that on the SPL-150. But other than that, it essentially does the exact same stuff. Both of them are capable of connection with WA2 wireless kits. They both have the spun copper ceramic woofers, and both are 800 watt peaks. So I just wanted to make this quick video and show you the only difference really is the aesthetics of the case. And in my opinion, the older one's much nicer than the newer one. And I know they even have a newer one that's coming out, new subs that are coming out again, but I'm just talking about these two versions because I know a lot of you people have bought these. There's probably thousands of them out there that people have. Now the R-115SW again has, some of them have amp issues where they can get fried up within a few years, and sometimes that's because you left the thing on, the power on, and didn't have it in standby, and it can just cook from that resistor, cooks the capacitors next to them. So, but as you can see on my screen here, look how nice the bezeled edge around the speaker is. It's almost as if they made it for people that don't want to put the cover on, the little mesh covers, and it just looks beautiful. It has a curved top edges on both sides. They even put a really nice bezel, or I would say that's they put a really nice edge at the bottom, kind of like you know, like a radius. And if you look at this older one, it's just square. It looks like a box, which is fine. It's still, they're both front firing slots at the bottom that shoot forward, so that's really nice if you want to put this all the way against the wall, and you don't have to worry about leaving a gap from the speaker to the wall. But yeah, in my opinion, this one's $13.99, the newer one, and the old one you can get it for about $7.50. I would shoot for the R-115SW for $7.50. You could also buy a new amp, the SPL-150 amp, and you could put that into the R-115SW. And those run for about $265. So even with the $265, with the $750, $950, you're looking at $1,000. It's still cheaper than buying for $13.99 the SPL-150 by itself. And again, it's just my preference. I think the box of the R-115 looks a lot sleeker and nicer and more modern. Okay, and that's enough talk about that. Alright, so those of you that have bought this R-115SW and your amp went out and you're out of the warranty, you can't get a new part. Speaker Exchange used to sell the amps for $220, but they're out of stock, and they've been out of stock for quite some time. For all we know, this has been discontinued and they're not even going to sell it anymore. Okay, there is an option for you to get a newer amp from the SPL-150, this one right here, and you put that into your R-115SW, and that one's $265, and they do sell it and have it in stock. I just bought myself one from Speaker Exchange for $265 with shipping of $15. Came out to $280 shipped. That's a lot cheaper than actually even taking your amp out and having somebody fix it. Usually that costs you about $200 or $250. So even if it was $80 more, you're better off getting the new amp, and it has all the specs pretty much the same as the older version. So I'd go that route. And again, they're identical. There's not really much difference other than the fix that this amp has a fix to it, so you won't have that overheating resistor problem that the old amps had. And yeah, so I'm gonna make a video showing you. I'm gonna make a video of me replacing my R-115SW amp with this SPL-150 amp, and I'll show you that in a little bit.